Good morning, Taurus. So finally, you guys, thank you for being patient with me. I have a few friends that are Taurians, and they were like, "Okay, like, what's up? What's up?" And I'm like, "You want something? You want something?" Taurus was trying to bully me. Some of my friends were trying to bully me, but I was like, "All right." So I'm not gonna blame that on all Taurians. I know a few of my friends, they thought they was gangsters for a little bit, trying to bully me into doing these things. But y'all did get y'all way because y'all going first on this morning thing. So you guys, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Sorry for the delay. I've been busy. I've been traveling. I've been working. Been having all these animals come visit me and new cats coming in. Voodoo. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We can't do the reading with you up there. Say hi to the Taurians. Say hi. Say, my name is Voodoo, and this is my new home for right now. For as long as I'm going to stay. Hmm? Hmm? Yes, but I got to do the video. I got to do the video, so you got to get down and let me work. Okay? You gone? All right. Bye. All right. Mr. Voodoo. So, Taurians, let's see what's going on. Taurians, some of you are definitely starting your own business. You're putting in a lot of energy, but what I feel like there is some indecision. So some of you could be starting more than one business, or you could be having more than one endeavor that is opening up. I do get some conflict coming in, and I think it has a lot to do with business. And I think it could be jealousy. Some of you could be dealing with people that don't want to see you be successful. And it won't apply to everybody. I mean, if you're in a situation, you know what the situation is. But for some of you, I do feel like there's either a conflict with people not wanting you to expand or grow, or there's a conflict with money. There could be arguments with money, Taurus. So for some of you, be mindful of your circle that you're dealing with. For some of you, you're dealing with people that are they're friends, but they're what would you call it? Associates. Not everybody is a friend. Some of these people are associates. So some of you could be dealing with the energy of people that you kick it with, or you hang around, or you network with, but there could be issues with their loyalty to you, or the way that they're connecting to you. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all see that glare off these glasses. But I do feel like whatever it is, that you get through it. I do feel for some of you that you could be dealing with some type of depression. Some of you are coming to the end of a relationship, end of a job where you're branching out into something new. And for some of you, I feel like there could be some confusion that is going on with this. Taurians, hold on. Let me see if I can put this light on and get this glare off these glasses, because I know I got the windows open. Give me just a moment. Let's see if this will help with that glare. Is it a little bit? A little bit. All right. Not much. But for some of you, oh, and that just popped out. Flew straight out. Some of you could be dealing with a magician. You could be dealing with somebody who's just really, really tricky. Somebody who's shady. So if this is a friend or somebody that you associate with, you might want to watch your money. You might want to be really careful with your business ideas. You might want to be really careful with over sharing with certain people, especially if it's something that you're trying to do, because you could be dealing with somebody who's really tricky. If you look at the magician, they're smiling and everything, but look, they're digging a hole. This could be your grave. There's a snake at the bottom. Won't apply to everybody, but some of you may know that you may have a snake in your house. You may have somebody who's shady in your house. Now, for some of you, this of course could be dealing with somebody who is doing spell work. This could be you doing spell work. But for some of you, I feel like this could even be people that could possibly be doing spell work against you to affect your money, Taurus. So be really careful. If you don't fuck with people who do spell work, it's not your thing, then that would not be the story for you. For some of you, this is just somebody who's being very shady, tricky, and sneaky around you. So thank you, Spirit. And that just popped right out. So for some of you, you really need to be aware of who you're dealing with. Because for that card to come out, Spirit was giving you a definite message. You got somebody in your midst that is not going to be great for you guys. I do feel for some of you, there's going to be a move that's coming in. This could be a new home or a new apartment. Some of you are definitely here engagement, like somebody's getting on bended knee and asking you to marry them, or you're asking them to marry you. For some of you, you could be dealing in a biracial, let me move up here, situation where your partner could be of a different race. For some of you, this could be a different culture. I feel like there's this merging or mingling of cultures or energy. Um, some of you, if you are in a relationship, I feel like there may be an issue with somebody that you're dating with. You may not have an issue, but maybe your family does. Maybe somebody's questioning your decisions on somebody that you're dealing with. So for some of you, you may be having issues where family, it's like this person doesn't make enough money, or they're not educated enough, or they don't blend in with the family. And this could also be the person's family saying this about you, like, we wanted you to be with somebody a little bit more educated, we wanted you to be with somebody who was a little bit more on point. So for some of you, you could definitely be having an issue where there is this thing where the families aren't merging in together. All right, Taurus, let me go ahead and put this down so we can shuffle. Let's see. We're going to be using the Enchantment Everyday Tarot, and we're also going to be using the Angel Tarot, and then we're going to do a couple of pulls from the Tough Shit Tarot to give you more insight into what's going on. So Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let me get this light stuff right. We just got way too much going on, Taurus. Taurus for September 2019. September 2019, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. For some of you, if you're meeting a new love, I feel like either they're holding their feelings back or you're holding their feelings back, but there is a connection with this person. Some of you may be feeling like you're in a one-sided relationship because somebody's not expressing themselves, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, so we have 5 of coins. We have 6 of wands. We have the Fool card. We have, what is this? Ace of wands. No, I'm sorry, Knight of wands. Let's see. We have 7 of blades. We have the Page of pentacles, Page of coins. Let's see, Knight of cups. We have Ace of cups. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who there's an age difference between you and this person. Ace of blades. That could be the issue where some people are having problems. 3 of wands. We have Knight of coins. And then we have 8 of cups. So let's see what the angel deck has to say. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. For September 2019. Taurus, September 2019. Taurus, Taurus, September 2019. That was falling. So let's catch. We have the World. We have 8 of pentacles. We have the Hermit. We have Page of cups. We have 10 of cups. We have 9 of air. We have the Emperor and one more. I'm sorry, the Empress, and then Renewal. So let's move you up. Move these over here. Let's move you on up. Let's see. All right, Taurus. Let me see, y'all. That glare is irritating the heck out of me. Where is it coming from? Here? Now it is the ring light. I feel like maybe let's open this up. Does that get rid of it? It's a little bit better. I feel like I'm doing a whole goddamn production with this thing this morning with these glasses and this glare thing going on. I'm OCD like that. So if you're OCD like me with this thing, I'm so sorry. I am. Okay, so for some of you with the 5 of cups, there could be a situation where something is not really going the way you want it to go. Now, for some of you, I feel like this is having to do with money. This is having to do with your career. Some of you, I feel like you want to make more money, or you're trying to open the door to more money, but you feel a little bit stagnant. You feel a little bit limited. So I feel for some of you with this, You could have been working towards a goal or a project or something, and it's not coming out the way that you want it to come out. Spirit is telling me to tell you to be patient. Now, it is showing in the long run, there is some victory that comes through for you, which means that whatever this is temporary. Some of you may have a job that didn't come through, didn't follow through, or an opportunity that didn't come through, and you're like, you're sad about it. But it is showing that maybe this isn't the opportunity for you. For some of you, if you're pushing and pushing and pushing towards a goal or a career and it's not opening for you, it may not be the direction that you need to be going in at this time. So you probably want to expand, open yourself up a little bit. Say you're opening a spiritual business and you're doing you're making oils and your herbs and everything, and nothing is selling. Okay, so we need to go back to the drawing board, because maybe those are not going to be your top sellers. Maybe for some of you, you need to go in and come up with a bone reading kit, or you need to come in with something else that's going to, I guess, infuse life into this business or this opportunity. Same thing with a job. If you're pushing and you're trying to get something to move in a job and it's not moving, for some of you, I feel like this is a sign where Spirit is saying, do something different. Maybe it's time to interview and go look for another job. And I feel for some of you, you will, because I feel like there's a money issue going on where something that you thought was going to pan out for you and open up in a big way is being stagnant. Spirit is saying temporary, though, which means that you may have to just redirect some energy to get things to flow. And for some of you with the Fool card, you literally may be going in a different direction. You may be taking some type of leap of faith, whether this is traveling, getting another job, going a different route with your business. Spirit is saying be very open-minded. And with the Victory card, it is showing that you're going to get to something that opens up for you and you are victorious with it. So I feel for some of you, if you're trying to start a business and it's not moving the way you want to move, reevaluate, go back in and look at your blueprint, your business plan. There may be some things that need to be changed, whether this is your product, whether this is the way you market your business. There's something that needs to be changed. You hit a road with it, or hit a wall with it. And so you need to try to figure out how to maneuver around that wall. Now, I do feel like for some of you, you need to be really careful with this, because with the 7 of Blades, we have somebody that is a thief. Now, in the beginning, we saw the Magician card, and I told you to be mindful of things that you're sharing with people. This could be at your job. If there's a project that you're working on and you have some type of system that will help you get through this obstacle. Say you're in a group and you're swamped and nobody can figure out how to move you forward, and then you go home, you have a dream, Spirit gives you the solution, and you're sharing this at the break table or the coffee table or whatever. And next thing you know, you go into a meeting and the person you talk to is selling your idea. They're telling this to the boss. And you're like, okay, what the fuck? So for some of you, I feel like you need to be mindful of ideas that you're sharing with people. Copyright it. If this is something that is important to you, copyright it before you put it out there so that it's yours. It's your idea. If you are starting a business and you know that there's a direction you want to go, you don't need to tell 10 people what you're trying to do, because you may get somebody in there that's going to try to beat you to the punch, because they're either trying to win the race or get ahead of you. Now, Taurus, this is you. You have to be victorious with this. So for some of you, you may have to be very cautious about what you share with people around you. Also, I get a lot of gossip. Some of you may be dealing with gossip around your business where somebody is saying, don't work with that person. Come to me. Don't put yourself in a situation with this person. I feel like for some of you, you're competing with other people. So you could have other people saying, no, don't work with that person. Don't start that project with that person. Don't do business with that person. You need to come with me. So some of you could be having somebody, if they're not stealing ideas, somebody could be trying to steal your business. Yeah. I feel like somebody is coming in fast. Now, this could be your energy as far as moving forward with this Fool card. But for some of you, I feel like somebody is literally, they're smiling in your face and they're trying to take things away from you, whether this is clients, money, or business. Watch your wallets, watch your purses. Watch who you deal with this month, you guys. You're very smart, but I feel like some of you may be too trusting when it comes to some people around you. I do feel like some of you definitely are going to be making long-term plans. You're signing contracts, so you're getting something that is opening up for you. Some of you are coming up with new ideas and you are going to be branching out. This could be side hustles that's starting to grow into more lucrative businesses. Some of you may have started just like with this guy, washing cars. Now you have a full detail shop. Some of you may have started off baking out of your kitchen, and now maybe you're looking at commercial real estate to open up a bakery. I do feel for some of you, you have something good that and big that's coming in, but you're signing some type of contract. You're putting the work in. This is abundance. This is not something that is going to be a fly by night type of thing. This is something that you're building on. For some of you, this could even be going into business with family and friends and building a foundation. Now, for some of you, I definitely feel like there is love coming in. And this could be somebody who is younger than you, could be of a different race, of a different culture. For some of you, it is an age difference. Either they're older or younger. For some of you, I feel like this person is going to be younger. So some of you may be getting some young booty, getting attention from younger men, younger women. I feel like this person kind of comes in and sweeps you off your feet. So for some of you, you may not even anticipate this connection with this person. It's out of nowhere. I feel like you could be at an event. We could be going to a concert. We could be at some little local jive bar listening to music. You could be traveling to a new place. You could be at a sporting event. But I feel like you're going to make a connection with someone. Um, and I feel like they could be coming in really, really quick. Now, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some of you, it could be a fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. For a few of you, it could even be another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. But I definitely feel like some of you are going to be connecting with somebody in a romantic way. I'm also getting some type of crystals or a crystal shop. So for some of you, you could be into some type of spiritual or metaphysical thing, and you end up meeting somebody that has that same type of vibe where they're like, okay, I like this too. So some of you could literally be going to places that you enjoy, your hobby, and you're meeting some people. If you like to swim, you might meet somebody who likes to swim. If you're into music or you're a musician, trying to get my M's out, y'all. Some of y'all could be connecting with somebody who does the same thing. Definitely feel like there is a connection with hobbies. They like to do something, you like to do it, and you may end up starting a business with this person because of that. I do feel like if this is you, if you're already in a relationship, there could be some conflict with this. Some of you, this may come in really quick and sweep you off your feet, and you could be in a relationship where either you're having to tell somebody that you met somebody else, or somebody may be coming to you, Taurus, and telling you that they met somebody else. I do feel for some of you, when it comes to a relationship that may have been one-sided or stagnant, some of you are making a decision to move on from it. And that could be the conflict that comes in with this Ace of Swords. I feel like two people may have to talk about it or have a heart-to-heart conversation about somebody not being happy and wanting to move on. Some of you could be dealing with either depression or somebody who is depressed, and that could be why something is coming to an end. In this card, we have a person who is really struggling. Dishes are piled up. Their head is bowed down. They're not happy. They may feel overwhelmed, but there's a window that's open or a doorway that's open that is illuminating some stairs that are leading to a path of enlightenment. So some of you could be dealing with a depression from the end of a relationship. For some of you, I feel like you are walking away from something that was one-sided, or this is somebody who's walking away from you, and there could be a depression because of this. For a lot of you, though, I feel like if you're single, you're finding new love. If you're in a relationship, some of you may be in an unhappy relationship where you realize that we're not growing the same way. You're either depressed or somebody that you're dealing with is depressed. Ace of Blades is showing that there's a truth that comes out. So for some of you, you may find something that you don't want to see in a phone, on a computer. There could be something around your house that you see that lets you to believe or know that somebody has connected with a new love. For some of you, this could be you finding new love, and somebody is going through your phone and they find something and they're depressed. But I do feel like there could be the end of a cycle or a relationship because the truth comes out. And for some of you, you're moving forward, and you could be moving forward with somebody that is either younger or older than you. But for some of you, I feel like this person is going to be younger. There's an age difference with this. Spirit, clarify. Taurus, 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 September. Taurus, September, September, Taurus, September. Ten of Spades, sorrow. Five of Cups, disappointment. Let's see. Ace of Diamonds, engagement. Some of you may be dealing with, and then we got Ace of Cups, new love. Some of you may have been engaged to somebody or were living with somebody and thought you were going to marry this person, and then you find out that they asked somebody else to marry them, or vice versa. For some of you, there's definitely a new love that is coming in, whether this is you, let me get the right card, or them. There is something that is opening up. And for some of you with this Three of Cups, this could be a third party coming in. There's a celebration. Somebody might be telling another person, we're not moving forward. I met somebody else that I feel like I want to marry, or this person is the one. So some of you with the Two of Diamonds, a loss of friend could be losing a relationship, whether they're moving towards somebody else or vice versa. You're moving towards somebody else. With the Ten of Spades, we have sorrow, the ending of something. Some of you could be walking away from a job because we have a new job that's coming in. You could be saying goodbye to your co-workers. I'm moving on. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is more having to do with love. For somebody, they may have been dating somebody and now they met another person and that person has asked them to marry him. So you could have been dating somebody 10, 15 years. And somebody comes in and it's like, I love you, I want to marry you. And you're like, okay, I'm moving on. And you're telling this person this and vice versa. I hope that doesn't happen to somebody because that's a lot of energy and time. But for some of you, that may be what you're doing. And for some of you, this person could be of a different race or a different culture. You could meet this person during a move. For some of you, I feel like there's a relocation that's coming in. You could be packing up everything you have and moving to a different state or a different country, where you could be connecting with somebody new. I feel for some of you with the Hermit card and the Eight of Pentacles, you're pulling away from a lot of people and focusing on money. It's like, I don't have time for pettiness. I don't have time for the magician, for the fakeness, for all these games, for the Seven of Swords, people trying to steal my ideas or people not being honest with me. Some of you are focusing more on your career. You could be focusing more on your education. So you're pulling away. For some of you, you could be traveling. You could be going to school out of state. This could be going to a new college, a new dorm somewhere else. Some of you, this could even be a new job where you're taking this job out of state and you're pulling away from family and friends and focusing on making this money. For some of you, this literally is just, I'm going to focus on my education. I'm studying more. We got Page of Cups and we got Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups. So some of you definitely are getting some love messages through. Could be with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person. Could be with a person who's younger than you. But it is showing that there's a connection that's coming through. So if you're single, some of you could be falling in love. If you are in a relationship, some of you may be walking away, because we have the Empress. We have Nine of Swords, which is somebody who could be stressing. And then we have the Renewal card, where this is somebody saying it's time for me to move on. So some of you, male or female, may be in a situation, in a relationship. For some, this could be a job, but I feel more so relationship, where something is not working out and you're moving on. You're cutting away something. Spirit is also saying for some of you, if you have a side piece, you might be letting that person go and focusing on your family. But I do feel there's a cutaway in a relationship. And there's some emotional pain. Even though I don't see Three of Swords, I feel like some of you are cutting away a relationship. This could be a friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. But for some of you, you're going to be letting people go. And it's like you're going in a hermit mode. I'm not going to deal with you anymore. We're not going to be moving forward anymore. We're not friends anymore. We're not lovers anymore. We're not co-workers anymore. For some of you, you're not my spouse anymore. I'm going to focus in on my money. So for some of you, you definitely are pulling away. I do feel for a few of you, if you have been stressing or worried about a pregnancy coming in, I feel like you're going to get some good news about a pregnancy coming. For some of you, I feel like you could be building a family. If you've been trying to have more children, I feel like there's some stability that's coming through. Some of you may have miscarriages before, and I'm sorry if you've gone through that. But I feel like maybe you're trying again to have a child, and it looks like this time there's a positive outcome for you. The Empress card is showing fertility, giving birth to something. So this could be a woman who has had issues in the past with trying to have children or trying to conceive or either go full-term pregnancy. And it looks like that there's going to be a completion of this. For some of you, you definitely are bringing more stability into your family. Now, if you are a male or a woman that cannot have children, for some of you, you are definitely starting a business, creating something, giving birth to an idea. Could have been on paper, and now you're finding a building. Maybe you're moving a home-based business to somewhere where there is more space, but there's growth there and it brings stability into your family. For some of you, this could even be starting a business with a family, something that provides some stability. I do feel for some of you that you're definitely going to be moving forward, whether this is away from a job to start something, a new job. Some of you are traveling out. You could be putting yourself out there. What is it? Consultants. I feel like people moving from city to city and having talks. So you could be some type of mentor or teacher or educator or consultant, sharing your knowledge. You could be promoting your business, traveling. For some of you, I do get some worries, but I feel like they're more so about being stagnant, about not moving forward, about business not moving forward, about the money not coming in. For a few of you, definitely with a relationship. I do feel for some, if you are in a relationship where you're depressed or you're feeling it's one-sided, you're moving on. You're moving on. You want something different. The renewal card and the Eight of Cups is showing somebody who's ready for something different. They're tired of the same energy. They're tired of being stagnant. So Taurus, some of you are coming to the end of the line where it's like, I want to do something else. I'm tired of being in limbo. I want some more excitement. And so you're going to create it. And this is either coming in with a new business or a new love, travel, possibly moving. And I feel for some of you, you are moving. And I feel like it possibly could be to a different state. For a few of you, to a different country. So tough shit for Taurus. Tough shit for Taurus. Sometimes it's hell having a lisp. It's like everything, your S's and your T's, everything blends in together. Taurus, September. What is the message for Taurus, Spirit? Let's see. Let's see what we got. All right. You believe that your gossip is well-intentioned, but if you look closer, you realize that mostly it's self-serving. Look inward to your own fears and jealous. So, Taurus, from the very beginning, this could be some gossip, somebody talking against your business, against your personality, your character. This could be you doing this. It's a general read, but it's saying that the gossip is going around. It could be something that could be detrimental. It's not conducive to your growth, whether this is you doing it or other people are doing it. And there could be why some of you are going to have a loss of friend and going into hermit mode, because you could be pulling away from people that are gossiping. For some of you that are gossiping with other people, you might want to be really careful with that, because I feel like if this is you on that end, something that you're going to say is going to come out, and it could have to do with this Ace of Swords, where something comes out, some truth comes out. You see a text message, a screenshot, or somebody records a conversation that you're having, and then you got to have this conversation or talk where there could be a loss of a friendship. Now let's see what the next one is. The energy of your father or his lineage is currently played out in your choices and your actions. Remember, you can honor your father without becoming him. So for some of you, you may not have had a great role model or relationship with a male figure in your life, whether this was your father, a father figure like an uncle, stepfather. For some of you, you may be doing some of the same things that this person did, not really understanding why you do what you do. It could be causing some problems that you need to kind of go back in and reevaluate. Where did I learn this? Why am I stuck on some things that are not conducive for my growth? how do I get past this? And for some of you, you're going to trace this back to your childhood. You could have been with somebody who was very overbearing, and it causes you maybe to either be overbearing or be too passive. So for some of you, there are some issues within your family with a father or father figure that needs to be worked out. Let me pull one more. Let's see. That was the gossip card. I just set that back. So some of you definitely is saying explore a new sexual relationship, but don't make it weird. Don't get attached to the idea of commitment. Just get laid and remember to be safe. Okay, this may have to do with this love coming in with this Ace of Cups. For some of you, this may be an opportunity to get to know somebody. Basically, what this card is saying is don't pick out the wedding dress. Don't start making plans. Don't, say we're moving in. Don't get too possessive too quick with this person because you're going to scare the shit out of them. For some of you, if you are meeting somebody new, and they all of a sudden become really possessive or obsessive about your time, it may scare you. So the card is basically saying meet the people, enjoy it, but don't move too fast with it. Don't feel like you got to put everything out there. So for some of you, this could be telling you to slow down with a love relationship, or it could be telling you that if you're meeting somebody and they're moving too fast, you may need to slow them down to kind of get an idea of what you want and where it's going. All right, Taurus. I hope that this connects. I hope I did you guys right. I love you much. Thank you for being patient with me, and I will talk to you soon.